Hello and welcome to the special invitation evening of helping heal the world with love. This is an invitation to join the movement. I'm Kimmy Avery. I'm a relationship navigation specialist, and I specialize in helping men and women to understand each other better so that they can have amazing relationships. I've been studying love and relationships my whole life. And when I was in college, I had a t-shirt that said, "A woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle." And I tell you this because we've got a culture that kind of feels like we don't need men. And men are feeling a little bit ostracized and put off to the side and alone and separate. And women feel like they're frustrated and wanting relationships but don't know how to make it happen, and they don't want to be violated, and we've got a big mess on our hands. In my studies to try to understand relationships, I went to girls' boarding school, I went to women's college, I have a bachelor's in family studies and human development, I have a master's in counseling psychology, I do neuro-linguistic programming for the past 24 years, which is helping people to use their brains better to get better results in their life. And all of those things did not help me have an amazing relationship. I went to not one, but two weddings of men I was deeply in love with, and I watched them marry other women. I was confused and frustrated and didn't know how to create a great relationship. And I spent a lot of time being angry and frustrated at men, wanting a relationship and feeling like men were taking from me. And then when I was 36, I took a course from a woman named Allison Armstrong on how to understand men. And what I found was not only was it the cheapest facelift in town, because I found myself happier and in better relationship experiences, it made it possible for me to not only meet, but marry my husband and stay married. Tomorrow is our 9-year wedding anniversary, and we've been together 13 years. All of the studies that I had led me to do my work helping men and women to understand each other better. And I call myself a relationship navigation specialist because I'm all about helping you to navigate your relationship experience in a way that uplifts your experience so you can have the relationship you desire. I've got two outcomes for tonight, and one is to give you a new perspective about men and women, and the second is to extend an invitation for you to join the movement of helping create conscious couples. I'm curious if you would just check in with yourself and ask yourself, what if the foundation of your thinking about men and women is wrong? What if men are not the enemy or women are not the enemy? What if there's an opportunity for partnership that we can't see from our programming, from our culture? What if there's a new way of being with men and women that could change your experience? I have a goal of helping 10,000 couples create conscious relationships. And with your help, we can achieve that goal by 2030. Consider the impact of bad relationships on children. Children suffer the most, whether their parents stay married or they're divorced. If their parents are fighting, children suffer. And they grow up to be adults who did not have good relationship examples. The loneliness, the isolation, the inability to connect in that way that we all crave. Children are impacted the most strongly. In fact, a lot of my work that I do has to do with positive impacts on children. Here are some unfortunate relationship statistics. A couple gets divorced in the United States every 13 seconds. 50% of people who get married get divorced. And that means that over 50% of marriages fail. 2/3 of divorces are initiated by women because women have needs that we had at the very, very beginning of the relationship that we didn't express clearly, and there we are in a relationship without the right tools to express what we need in a way that works, and we get more and more and more upset, and then we're out. And men are usually left with a surprise, like they did not see that coming. 2/3 of divorces are initiated by women. And many of the divorces that happen are repeat divorcers. That means they keep trying because they're hopeful, and they keep failing because they don't have the tools. And cohabitating does not positively impact relationship chances. Unless a couple is specifically engaged to be married, cohabitating does not necessarily create positive outcomes in relationships. You're going to learn about the other person, but the back door is still open, and that creates challenges. 80% of cohabitators break up, and typically we have unsolved problems that cause deep hurts that are never attended to. I don't believe it's the one big problem that causes a relationship breakup, the one big event. It's the little hurts that build up over time. I was just on the phone with somebody earlier, and we were talking about how her feelings were getting hurt when her husband was focusing on watching football and not looking her in the eyes when she was talking to him. She almost left the relationship, and fortunately, he heard that she needed eye contact and started doing that, and they've been married for 38 years. But if she didn't have a husband who listened to her when she said what she needed, they would have broken up. The hurts that build up over time break the bond. It's not impossible to fix, but they can only fix it with the right tools. People think that they should know how to make their relationship work, and they are embarrassed if they have problems. It's pretty funny. If I want people to share about their relationships on Facebook, people don't. People don't really share testimonials because they're embarrassed that they had problems even. They don't want to share their dirty laundry with the world. And we have this funny expectation that people should just know how to have relationships. And unfortunately, that couldn't be further from the truth. And I think that it's something to not be embarrassed about. It's something for us to all embrace and go, okay, so this is a common problem. How can we turn this around? Because couples are often embarrassed about getting help, they wait until things are really bad, and then they complain to their friends. But complaining does not solve the problems. In fact, when you complain about something, the problems get bigger and bigger instead of being solved, and not attending to getting the right skills to turn it around, which is where I come in my work. Getting the right support is crucial. Healing is possible with the right tools. I have a couple who they are reunited, and when she first came to see me, and this is very typical, I'm never getting back together with him, or I've just got to leave this relationship. He doesn't love me, respect me, or care about me enough to do the right thing, which is to do what I need him to do. So I started working with her. I'll call her Marcia. And after about a month, she started understanding a little bit about Mark, and I'll call him Mark. And so she told Mark that he should start doing some coaching with me. I'm working with Mark to help him understand Marcia and understand where things went terribly wrong. And the next thing I know, Mark and Marcia told me they wanted to start doing their sessions together. That was a complete surprise to me because she was so adamant that she didn't want to get back together with him. And they had 2 little girls. I start working with them together, and we did some forgiveness, and we did some healing about some misunderstandings that had taken place. And then I got a phone call, said they were moving back in together. And I talked with her about a year ago, and this was 4 years ago when we did the work, about a year ago, and things are still going strong for them. It's possible with the right tools, with understanding the masculine and feminine, things change. So what is a movement? To me, a movement is where we've got a momentum gathering, where we are helping people be more conscious in their relationship experience. And then that is creating a ripple effect, and affecting the people around them, their families, their friends, their communities, and ultimately the world. I believe that there will be peace on earth when men and women realize what treasures we are to each other. Being in a movement is to be part of something bigger than yourself. And that's why I'm having this invitation call with you to invite you to be a part of something bigger than yourself. And you can stay in the conversation. I know that understanding men is something that when I started learning about men, it literally changed my paradigm. It changed the way I related to men. And because I teach about it, I literally am in the conversation all the time. And it helps me to stay true to getting out of my own head and into partnership with my husband, into partnership with my father and my brothers and the men in my life. By being a part of this movement, I'm going to be offering special treats to you so that you can stay in the conversation. In return, you're going to help me spread the word. Help me by emailing to your lists and sharing on social media. That would mean the world to me in service of the mission of helping transform the way men and women relate to each other and creating conscious couples, 10,000 of them by 2030. I need help. I'm looking for really special people to help me spread this word. And you get to feel really good about yourself because you're special and you are helping me do good in the world. So is this you? Is this the right thing for you? How would you know? You'll know if it's the right thing for you if it inspires you. It makes your heart warm and fuzzy feeling. And it inspires you to share an email about it, to help me share messages out. It might be you if you've got a neighbor who really needs help and you're not the person to help them. Or you've got a sister or a brother or a best friend who you want to help transform their relationship experience. Or maybe you work with kids or know some kids whose parents are having some upset. This is you if you want to make a difference in the world and you're looking for a way to do that. So my special invitation is for you to become a Share the Love referral partner. You would help share the love. You're going to share the message with free content that I will give to you and virtual education programs that are available for you to share out, or live in-person workshops. It starts right away. And the cool thing is you're going to be able to get a link that has your special code in it for anything that I'm producing. When you share a link, that person will be tagged to you. And so the Share the Love program lets you earn cash, earn love bucks, or donate. And when you earn cash, typically it's about 15% on any sale. If the program is $197, that would be almost 20 bucks. If the program is $2,500, that would be $375. That would be pretty cool, right? Or you can earn love bucks. There will be a certain amount of points for every sale that you earn, and we will keep track of that. And those love bucks can be applied to you getting coaching or participating in an event or donating to your best friend. So you can donate your points to our scholarship fund for a low-income family that needs support, or cash to your favorite charity. How to sign up? You'll send an email to team@consciouscouplesnetwork.com, and we will make sure you are signed up to be able to earn points and helping to transform the way men and women relate to each other on the planet so that they can get back to the work that they're meant to do. I firmly believe that if we're busy fighting with the person that's closest to us, we are not shining our light and we are not doing our blessed gifts that we're given in the world. When we are happy at home, happy in our relationship situation, we are able to turn our attention toward our visionary capabilities, our ability to make a difference positively in the world. So you can email team@Conscious Couples Network. That's TEAM @ConsciousCouplesNetwork.com to sign up. And you can either put a 1 if you want to earn cash. If you want to earn love bucks, put a 2. and put a 3 if you want to donate to the scholarship fund or to a charity. So you'll put 1, 2, or 3 in the email. If you email team@consciouscouplesnetwork.com, and you'll join the movement to help heal the way men and women relate to each other and create safe, loving relationships where everyone wins.